everybody. Like Jody said, my name is Claudia. I spell it with a K, so you won't ever forget. I
Mhm.
am from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I've lived here since 2010. Um, I found the patches actually through Jody. Um, I was having a pretty traumatic issue, and she reached out and said, you might want to check this out. So that's that's
Yeah.
how I found them.
And I actually sent Claudia some samples last summer, and she's very active and swims and does all kind of things and really couldn't keep them on with her sweating and things like that. And so long story short, we've just kept in touch, and she finally decided in March to jump on and give them a good try. So what made you in March, Claudia, decide to just come on and jump in and give them a try?
Well, I had hurt my shoulder. I'm a hairstylist, and so I continually aggravate my back, neck, shoulders. But I had injured my shoulder a long time ago, way back in the day. And then I made it and just babied it along for years. And then I think maybe in December, January, maybe, I really, I don't know what I did. I think I tore something anyway at the gym.
Yeah.
And it was excruciating and it was making my job difficult. It was very hard to, cut hair, do highlights, blowouts. It was becoming impossible. And I thought, uh-oh, I'm looking at surgery. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing surgery. I'm just not. And so I thought, I remember those patches. So I think I reached out to you, Jody, and maybe talked to you a little bit about that. And I ordered, and I think that I chose April 1 to actually start, just so I could get an idea of when I started. So I ordered them late March and started April 1. I started with X39, and within 2 weeks, the pain in my shoulder stopped waking me up at night.
Well, that's a good
That was huge
thing.
because if I don't get sleep, I can't function. And it was waking me up to where I just would get up out of the bed, and I was becoming a little bit despondent because it was just like, this is never going to go away without surgery. But within 2 weeks, it quit waking me up. And the first night I slept the whole night, I woke up on my own without an alarm and looked around, and it was light outside. And I went, I slept the whole night. No shoulder. Well, and then I got up and my shoulder was hurting again, but that's okay. 2 weeks and I was sleeping through the night, and that was huge.
Right. What else did you have going on, Claudia, besides the shoulder pain?
Um, well, as I said, I'm a hairstylist, so I had neck pain, shoulder pain, lower back, my feet tingled, my hips bothered me. That's just pretty typical of standing for your living for 30 years and holding your arms up at odd angles for literally 30 years.
Yeah.
Um, I had ridges in my fingernails that I could not get rid of. I had dry skin, dry hair. I I had this weird emotional thing going on where I was either apathetic or oversensitive. Like there was no balance. It was just weird, and I didn't like myself. I was like, "What is wrong with me?" And that had been going on for a while. Um,
Have headaches?
I've had migraines since I was in the fifth grade,
Oh,
and stress would bring them on. And I had done real well knocking them back and having fewer and fewer just by just doing things that I knew to do, make sure I had plenty of water, exercise, all the things. But I would still have them occasionally. I I haven't had one in forever. I don't.
awesome.
Since I started patching, I haven't had one. So even when a tornado came through, and that was usually I mean, bad weather would always bring one on, and I haven't had those.
That's good. You said you had tingling in your feet.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, is this neuropathy? I have no idea what that was about, but I would tell people and they would think, oh, you better go to the doctor. That's that's nerve endings and all the things. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not, they'll just put me on medication. I'm not doing that.
Yes, absolutely. And
So
you said
that's gone.
you had brain fog.
Yeah, and I kind of like with the apathy and the oversensitivity, I couldn't focus, I couldn't reason things out. I mean, I look back and it's a wonder I got to work. I mean, I was functioning, but everything's just so much clearer now.
So you said it was 2 weeks and your shoulder quit waking you up at night, but what was your big epiphany after that? I mean, Claudia literally has been in my inbox at least once a week since April with you won't believe this. You won't believe this. I can't believe this. I look forward to messages from her all the time. I just get so excited. And some of them I can't even share with you.
True
Some
that.
really good stuff going on female wise. But yeah, what was your big epiphany after the shoulder that you were like, wow, these things really do work?
Um, well, when I was able to start lifting weights again,
Mhm.
I know that's still connected to my shoulder because that was my biggest issue. I've always exercised and lifted weights, and when I had to quit lifting weights from upper body, I could still do lower body, but no shoulder, arm, nothing like that. I lost a lot of my muscle and my definition. It was very frustrating, and I just went back to the gym. I just started feeling better and better, probably within 6 weeks, and started lifting again and realized, wow, I'm actually increasing my weight. Wow, my muscles coming back. I'm much stronger. That was a big deal. I've never been super strong, and now I am. I'm really strong.
Now, when did you add the X49? Because I know that's been a big one for you in the gym.
Yeah, I picked that one up maybe July,
Mhm.
June, July. I can't really remember because I don't use it all the time. But yeah, that's made a big difference in soreness. Recovery is I'm not sore anymore. No matter what I do, I'm just not sore. Like
Right.
when you do squats and you do them heavy the next day or like 18 hours later, it's hard to get up off the toilet. Sorry, it just is. It just is painful. And I just don't have that anymore.
Now no soreness. And then you added Eon somewhere along the way, but you told me something about the Eon this week or that you really liked about it.
I added Eon, I think 2 months ago, and I ran out last week, and I could, I was like, wow, what a huge difference. So when I put the Eon on, within 6 or 8 hours, like I'd say about halfway through my 12 hours, I just felt like I could take a deep breath and just, ah, and it's been that way ever since until I ran out. Day three, I was about ready to, I was like, oh, where is my Eon? So I won't run out of that.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, we're almost out of time, but I know you said it also helped you with your sugar cravings, but just this past week or two, you've realized that it has helped your blood pressure. Tell us just a little bit about that, and then we'll move on to Robert.
Okay, my blood pressure as a young person was 90/60, which is really low.
Yeah.
Over the years, probably in my 40s, it started climbing, started going up, and it got up to 125/72, which for most people that's normal, but wasn't normal for me.
Right.
Um, I never really worried that much about it because nobody else got up in arms about it, and I felt okay. However, I had my blood pressure taken last week, and it was 108/66, and I'm
Wow.
like, that's great. That's where it should be. That's what mine needs to be. And so I think that's huge.
That's awesome. Yes, that was another inbox I got last week. You improved my blood pressure. You love it when you get messages like that. Well, Claudia, thank you so much for sharing. I know this is going to help a lot of people that have a lot of similar issues. So your shoulder's fine now. You're
Oh,
working out. I saw you
it's
posted
fine.
a video of you lifting, so you're not having any problems. No tingling in your feet. Doesn't look like you're headed for surgery anytime soon.
No, it's great. I feel great, and I am relieved because if a hairdresser has shoulder surgery, we're out of work for 3 months. So
Yes.